Hello everyone, welcome to another video with Paint with Rick. Today what I thought we'd do, let's see, let me get a brush here with some paint on it. So I think what we're going to do, we'll have a big sky with some clouds, and then we're just going to run like a foreground here uh, in the front with we'll have some water. Since I live in Seattle, this will be water in here. No mountain today, just a big sky. We'll do a bunch of colors up here. I'll show you how I do that. And this will be water in here. I'll do the trees on this side so that my arm doesn't get in the way. And so let's get started. You get all these, everything I use you can get at Michael's. But this is not the Bob Ross technique, so you got to get some linseed oil. What I do, I just put a little bit in a bowl, and then I dip my brush in it, and then I dip it into the paint, which what makes it move on the canvas. So it's a little different technique. Let's start with our sky today. We're going to make a dark sky. So this is Payne's Gray, right out of the tube. I use a Winsor Newton paint. I use other paints too, but for today we're using Winsor Newton. We'll put some gray up here. We're going to put some brown in here. Use the same brush. Just dip it into the oil and then dip it into your brown. And then let's paint the brown up in here underneath the gray. Then we're going to put some blue here. And then we'll try and lighten it up as we get down to the horizon here. So now, wipe some of that brown off. I'm going to dip it into some blue. And we'll put some blue up here now. On the sky, just cover the sky with these colors, and then we're going to wipe it down with a towel. And then we'll put some cool clouds up in there. So now I'm going to grab some white, and we'll grab some of this blue up here, and then bring it down to the landscape here. Just like that. All right. Let's lighten up some of this blue here. All right, now take a paper towel or a napkin and just kind of rub the excess paint off. I like the way the brown looks up in the sky when you put your clouds up in there. All right, like I said before, since this is going to be a simple landscape down here, we want to make the sky look huge, you know. So let's get white going on our brush. I have to clean a brush here. So dip it into your linseed oil, your brush, and grab titanium white. I don't think I have to go too fast today because I think I got room on my camera. So today we'll bring the clouds from this way. Just tap on the white like you're doing the top of the cloud, okay? Just the top part of the cloud. And if you come from the edge, it just looks better. It looks like the clouds are coming from the other side, the sides. We're going to take this all the way across. I think we'll keep these clouds coming down at an angle like that. Okay. Let's do some more down here, and I'll show you how to blend this in. Just tap on some white. This is the top part of the clouds. Down here, we'll put some smaller clouds. Just make them smaller down here at the horizon. We got one coming across this way. Just like that. Now I'm going to leave that corner up there like that. And if we have to add a cloud up there later, we will. So now wipe your brush, and what we're going to do is you're going to pull just the lower part of the cloud. Don't touch the top of it. We're going to pull this down into the color, and it's going to blend together with it. See that? Just pull it down a little, then we'll blend it all in. Pull a little bit of the cloud down into the sky. These are going to be smaller clouds down here, so don't pull them too much down here, because we want to keep this sky right here. Just pull a little down. Don't touch the tops. Since we want this to be big up here, so you can pull this down a little more up here. Pull it right into that gray. We'll make that, turn that cloud gray, but it'll have a white top up there, see? All right, now with that same brush, or no, let's get a clean brush. A new brush, and what we're going to do is blend the sky color into the lower portion of your cloud. Just lightly touch the canvas with the brush, and let's blend the bottom of your cloud now that you just pulled down, and the sky at the same time. Just lightly blend it, okay? This is what's going to create the fluffiness in the cloud. Up here, you want to hit the sky too, blend a little bit of that. Just trying to hit the bottom of the cloud, blend it in to that color. There we go. That looks pretty cool, I think. Easy way to make clouds. You can work these for a while until you get them the way you want them. I'm lightly going over the top of these lower ones. I'm going to leave the top ones alone. Okay, now with that same brush used to put the white on, we're going to fix, if you actually hit some of these, you can go back and fix some of the tops of your clouds, okay? Just go back in there and reshape the top of them. That's an easy way to make clouds. I hope it looks cool on the camera. Looks pretty good from here. Alright, I forgot to blend this color up in here. Okay. I've got to blend all the marks out of it. Alright, that's good enough for now. Let's run some water across here. We're going to use some Payne's Gray and run straight across. This is our water that's way back in the horizon. Okay, we'll lighten it up with some white here in a second. Let's make the whole, fill in the whole thing down here with some Payne's Gray. I don't know if you've ever been to Seattle. When you look out at the water, it doesn't look blue. It looks more grayish. Fill all this in with Payne's Gray. When we put some white on here, we'll make it look further away back there. But this is an easy landscape for you guys to do if you like it. You can pause it where you need it. All right, let's do our landscape now. Sap green. I use sap green right out of the tube. And sometimes you can put other colors in it, but just to get our first layout, let's just tap in some ground here real quick. Like some bushes right on the edge of your gray. They don't have to be anything special just yet. We just want to get some sap green on here so we can shape our ground here. Just pull a little bit back now. When you do this, you can shape this hill any way you want to do it. But this will give you an idea, kind of like what the ground's going to look like here in a second. See how you can kind of see, maybe this is going to be flat up here, but we're going to run some trees up in here. Let's put a little bit of yellow ochre into your same brush, okay, and mix it in with this green down here. It makes the you know, when the grass goes dormant for the season, it turns this nice yellow color. So we'll mix that in there. Maybe down here we'll put a little brown, okay, just to give the painting some more color. Just a little. Okay, now with the paper towel, we'll create some light in here by wiping some of this paint. Wipe that down. That looks good. I can see it already. These will be bushes. And we'll fix those up in a little bit, but let's get our fan brush now and dip it right into your linseed oil, and we're going to load it up with straight sap green, okay? And we're going to do these trees will be in front of the bushes, all right? So you don't have to come down in here. So let's start with a tall one here. Just kind of tap on. We're going to put it at an angle because I think that'll look cool. Tap on. a line like that. Now we're going to follow it with the corner of our brush, just putting on this an evergreen tree, so we'll tap on some branches here. Just go slow, get wider as you get down here, and you just want to come down one time, okay? Don't that's why I say go slow and kind of take your time to and you can fill these in, because you know how it gets fuller at the bottom of the tree. You can fill that in if you want. Let's do another one here. I always say it's nice to fill in as much of the painting as possible, you know. And same thing, we're going to, with the corner of your brush, start small up here. Everybody knows what a tree looks like. It's Christmas tree too. It starts out small up there, and then it just gets wider and wider at the bottom. These two will blend in together here at the bottom, so you don't have to worry about those branches. And we're not gonna put any detail on this painting, so we're gonna leave it the way it is, because that color looks cool. Let's put one here. This one's a little straighter, a small one. Trying to make sure I'm out of the camera. Just tap it in right down to these bushes. Okay, I like that so far. Looks good. Now I want to put get some more sap green, and we'll make these bushes a little bigger here. These down here. Since this is closer here, you know, we want these bushes to appear larger, okay, and then get smaller as we go back in towards the trees. Let's pull a little bit of this color, and this will kind of give us some ground, what the ground looks like. So you just pull it back a little. Doesn't that look cool? I love this color when the yellow ochre mixes with the green. Now with the paper towel, we'll put white on here, but I'm just trying to show you how it looks when you wipe some of this away. Like there's light hitting it. This can kind of help you give you ideas, you know, when you do this. All right, I like that. It's looking good. Let's fix our water now. You know, in the distance, everything's got to be lighter. So take a fan brush, dip it in your linseed oil, and then grab some white, and we're going to just bring white across back here. I'm not trying to be perfect today for the video. You guys can take your time. Just bring the white across, and it'll make that look further out into the distance. Quick, easy landscape for you. Now what we're going to do is put some white underneath some of these bushes here. The more you blend it in, it'll pick up that color underneath. I'm just trying to lighten it up a little bit. All right, now with the brush, slowly, lightly touch all this and kind of blend this ground in, okay? just blend it together. There's a lot more you guys can do. I'm just trying to make short videos so you guys can get some ideas. Like you guys can put another bush down here, same way that we did these. I'm not going to do it for video's sake, but this is a picture where we want the viewer to see what they see, you know. We're not trying to put a lot of detail in here. It's kind of like Impressionism, but the way we did the clouds and the water's not. So now with your knife, we gotta point up we gotta get those points on the evergreen trees. So just take a knife and pull up a little to get your point on the trees. There you go. Now with a liner brush, this the brush you use to sign your name. Just dip it in the linseed oil, and what it does, it picks up the paint down here, and you can make branches. You don't even have to dip it into the paint or anything. It just picks up the color off the bushes. We'll put some branches in here. Put some down here. All right, guys, I hope you like that. It's an easy landscape. You guys can take your time on it, and hopefully this gave you some ideas. And we'll put a bird up there. I got to grab some black for that. Birds, you just kind of like, I hope I'm not in the way, just like almost like a V shape. There you go, guys. I hope you liked that, and we'll see you in the next video. Hey, and if you subscribe, that'd be great. Then I get enough subscribers, we can do live videos. I got thousands of ideas for landscapes. All right, guys, have a good one.